Right, first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Hashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Hashem,
Hashem,
Akakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders that rule by that great millstone. Peace and salutation to the Akia Mode, pushing his gospel in sincerity and truth. Say shalom to your humble and sincere sisters out there as well. To the Brother Kalam, Brother Kwara,
Brother Daniela.
James Sean Camp. Right, this lesson will be entitled Many Have Erred and Perished for Their Sakes. Right, referring to women, right? Their sakes referring to women. Right, because in the society today there are a lot of simps, right? Men that would basically go out their way, right, and serve women, to the point where some of them even will give up their life for these women. They allow themselves to be mocked at, laughed at, ridiculed, right? They would basically submit, you understand, and bow down in order to win the so-called love of these women, right? But as men of the Lord, we understand that these women is not the prize, but the man is the prize, right? In the beginning, when the Most High didn't say he gonna make Adam Eve's helpmeet, right? Eve was given to Adam as a helpmeet, right? Because the man wasn't created for the sake of the woman, but the woman was created for the sake of the man.
Yeah.
When you look up the definition of the word father, some might always bring up father in the Hebrew is Abba, referring to strength, the leader, and Ba is referring to house. So the father is the strength of the house, he is the leader of the house.
Yeah.
Right? That is the role of a man, to be on top, to rule, and these women were created to be submissive, to be under us. Right?
That's what the word woman the word woman goes back to the word servant. It's just, she was supposed to serve the man or her husband. Right?
First precept I'm going to bring out is book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, verse 21.
So at 25 and 21. It says, Sirach 25 and 21 says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure.
I can. So basically, because these men earthy and carnal, what has ended up happening is they become easily enticed by their flesh. The scriptures teach us to be temperate. To be temperate is to have self-control, right? Because that's how these women does make these men sims, because they begin to flaunt their body, flaunt their beauty in their face, and in these men's face, and they melt.
Yeah, especially Jake can't resist. The woman can't resist. Jake has come somewhat of a yes man, a simp in this world, following the woman, following after woman.
A term woman that says that she have him wrap around her finger.
Yeah, she has his balls in her bag, in her handbag. So Jake now it's the warrior spirit from Jake is totally diminished.
Because a lot of these women, they when you really think about a man and a woman, these women, they don't even have to approach. You understand? Or even say anything. All they have to do is walk by, right? And these men, it's as if they're drooling over them, and they become the most important thing in the whole world, right? And they had to give up everything just to be with this woman. A lot of men, they would turn down job opportunities and turn down things that might elevate them in their life, just because they're so in love with a woman. That's why when Yahushua came here, he wasn't thinking about no woman. He was only thinking about the business of his father. Right? Even Apostle Peter. Right now, every man had their own lot, and there is not a law to say that you don't have to deal with a woman, but it's the mindset to understand that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua comes first before any woman.
Yeah, that's right.
Proverbs 31:30.
So we get
Look up Proverbs chapter 31, verse 30. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised.
Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain, and these is where men just stumble at. Right? You know, because the nice ones just be terrible. Because when you look up nice, it means what?
Foolish.
And like with these women is silly women, foolish women, laden with sin, laden with iniquity. So you will stumble at the beauty of a woman, and you will go and get caught. Right? And you will go all out for she. You will go all out for this woman rather than going all out for the Lord. Right? You will do wherever in your best ability to please she. Not knowing it's evil you're doing, wickedness you're doing, just to satisfy she. Because she beauty. So you will be taking all that fire in your bosom, all that licks you'll be taking just to keep she in. For a show. You see, well, you know, you have a nice woman, you have a beautiful woman, and it's hell you're facing. You just see Jake is be in these situations.
So
Just because of the
happy
girl,
in the
just because of the wife, you know, might be good looking, but hey, it's hell going through.
Yeah, you can see it on some of their faces. They can see the hell that they go through. They don't want to be there, but just because, hey, they want to be under this woman, they're not gonna give it up. They rather go. Hey, Jake, and I'm real messing. He would rather go through all that hell just to keep this woman there, you know.
This will show why the scriptures is there for our learning, for reproof, for
Instruction,
instructions.
yeah.
To see, you know, other men, you know, how them fall, you know, is to take heed.
You turn away from that.
You know, Solomon made the same mistakes too. To cleave unto these women. And watch the turn away he had from serving Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. And they were these women are about too. They will turn you away from serving your maker. They will change your whole life, your whole styling. You know? Make you stop do the works, make you stop serve your Hashem Yoshai and go back onto idols. Because what? You want to cleave unto your love. Right?
And to show how deep it does go. When you look at Jacob, right? Jacob served 7 years. I believe it was 7 years for Rachel. And then he received Leah. Right? And he went and served another 7 years for Rachel. So in total, he served 14 years. Now it's all for the spirit. Right? But he served 14 years to acquire Rachel. So this is showing you how far men will go. You know, he gave up 14 years of his life to win a woman. Look at Adam. The scripture says Adam was not deceived, right? Because the Most High put His laws within Adam. He said Adam was not deceived. But the serpent knew how to get to Adam. So
the woman being deceived, yeah.
He planted those seeds in Eve, and by she going to Adam, that's how he fall. Because it's he wife. You understand? Because that's how trappy and deadly these women could be. You understand? So we're looking at great, you know, men of the scripture, Jacob, right? Solomon. Look what David did, right? Look how David stumbled at the beauty of a woman and he committed adultery. You understand? So, and even now, you said these men saying, oh, a happy wife is a happy life.
You know, Psalms, you know, a lot of men in the scripture, Samson.
Samson.
You know, all them fell at the hands of a woman and fall in the beauty of woman, you know. And we have to read these things and take heed to follow after them, you know. Well,
same Proverbs 31 verse 3.
Also. Right.
Say, give not thy strength unto woman, nor thy ways to that which destroyed kings. Right, and if you read verse 1, it says the words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him.
Just imagine a woman teaching you about that. a woman teaching her son. Because that's how these women are. They would advantage you, but when you ask them, will you do you allow your son to do that? No, because they know. Women know they're wicked, you know. They know the wickedness that they put out there, but they wouldn't like it to be done to their sons. When you ask them that question, they would always tell you no. You understand? So at the end of it, these women know what they're doing.
A good point, because as you say, these women, they will be committing all manner of iniquity against their husbands, but because the love that they have for their son, and because they know how women are,
Mm-hmm.
they will show he that way, so he mightn't be caught in that same snare. Right? Because they the king moral and no give not thy strength unto women, nor thy waste of that which what destroy kings. Because women destroy kings.
Exactly. Yeah. You see it in movies. We see it in real life. It's empirical evidence that women are the destruction of the rising up of men. Every time a man rises up, what's the only thing might be able to bring him down? A woman. His only weakness might be the beauty of a woman. You know?
The next term they just say is where there's a strong man, there's a strong woman by his
nonsense.
By his side, and that a woman does uplift a man and bring up a man. You know, always trying to make it seem as if they are the key.
I always look at movies like Hulk and all these things. Look at who does calm Hulk. Woman. A woman that's come along and that's, you know.
I think it's his Black Widow, right? Anytime Hulk going on a rampage, Black Widow always had to come and calm him down, because she's the one that can soothe his spirit. You know? Precept in First Esdras.
Yeah, it's a perfect example of how these men, they simp out. These men simp out themselves. First Esdras, I think, is 4 and.
I'll start at. I'll start at 18. Say, yea, and if men have gathered together gold and silver, or any other goodly thing, do they not love a woman which is comely in favor and beauty? And letting all those things go, do they not gape, and even with open mouth fix their eyes fast on her? And have not all men more desire unto her than unto silver or gold, or any goodly thing whatsoever? A man leaveth his own father that brought him up, and his own country, and cleaveth unto his wife. He sticketh not to spend his life with his wife, and remembereth neither father nor mother nor country. So he willing to give it all up, right? Just for the sake of this woman. He said, by this also ye must know that women have dominion over you. Do ye not labor and toil, and give and bring all to the woman? Right? Because when a man working, he not doing it for himself. Right? Men does work hard, like men with families, they does work hard, and they just go through all that shit on work, right, from their boss, because they know, hey, my wife home, right, my children home, and they had to provide for them. So a man would live a whole life of misery just to make sure that his wife could live a happy one. You understand? And he would do it over and over again if you ask him to. Right? It say, yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal, to sail upon the sea and upon rivers, and looketh upon a lion and goeth in the darkness, and when he had stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love.
And that is that true saying, because when he go to rob people gold and earrings and things,
he's a big risk he taking.
That is bring them jewels to the woman.
And not only that, they take big risks. A big risk. You take any risk at going to rob this man. You don't know who this man is. He could come back for you, or you know what I mean, or the police might catch up with you. You go to rob a bank or you go to rob this parlor or shop. You're taking a big risk by doing that. Because of how this place now, it has a lot of cameras and, people is figure you out now. So why take that risk, to end up in a prison cell for this woman,
Okay.
And the scriptures it on point because it shows you the lengths a man will go just to please a woman, right?
That is Jake, woman pleasers.
And
Rather than the Heavenly Father pleasers.
they don't
They rather
please,
please the flesh.
yeah, they don't
Rather please.
please
And that is why we bring out precept and proverb, a beauty is a vain.
the vain, yeah.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
And cause then if you watch the movie Fences, like how it say he bring it to his love. In Fences every time Denzel when he get his wages, he used to go and hand all the money to his wife. And he say he been doing that for years. You understand? That he reach home, so he work all real hard, he take all his money and he just hand shit and he sit down. That is literally how men does think, and it's as if they programmed to think that way. Right? Because it's as if, well, these women is the inferior vessel and you is the superior one. But that don't mean you have to become a servant for their sake. Right? The strong was created to protect the weak. You understand? But the strong wasn't made to become servants unto the weak. Right? Because your children wicked on you, your wife wicked on you. So obviously you will be the protector, you gotta be the leader, the provider. So you is the head as well.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? How you will an inferior creature rule over you? That's like we controlling the most side. How foolish that gonna look. You understand?
She give up the power.
Verse 25 it says, wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. Many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women.
Yeah, a lot of men get killed in this life here over women, over doing that shit. Going to rob and that's gonna rob the wrong person, and that person might just shoot them down. You know what I mean? That what I'm talking about, the risk. They're ready to take any risk. Like it's like they under a spell that they can't even escape from. Like what would make you do this for this woman? Why would you do something like that? Something that you would never do in your lifetime for yourself. What give you this kind of mind to do that? A woman.
There's a survey on YouTube, right? They was asking couples if they would jump in front of a bullet for each other. And the majority of men said yes. And a very small amount of women said yes. The majority of these women was saying no, they wouldn't do that.
Exactly.
Right? And I talking about some of these relationships, it was decades long. And the woman still wasn't saying that she would jump in front of a bullet. Hey, but the man, he's saying yes and without a doubt. Right? He ready to give up his own life. He would give up everything for the sake of his wife. Verse 28, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 28, it says, and now do you not believe me? Is not the king great in his power? Do not all regions fear to touch him? Yet did I see him and Apame, the king's concubine, the daughter of the admirable Barticus, sitting at the right hand of the king, and taking the crown from the king's head, and setting it upon her own head. She also struck the king with her left hand. And yet for all this the king gaped and gazed upon her with open mouth. If she laughed upon him, he laughed also. But if she took any displeasure at him, the king was fain to flatter, that she might be reconciled to him again. Hey, they Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, right? It say if she laughed upon him, he laughed also. But if she took any displeasure at him, the king was fain to flatter. When Will Smith laughed at the joke and he turned and see his wife was displeased, he laughed at done, right? And he went up and he strike Chris Rock, right? So whether it was true or false, but that shows the thinking of this society. And wherever the woman say it goes, and you are to align your ways to how she feeling, right? Because it's saying all the whole nation fear the king, right? Submit unto the king. Yet the king's concubine, right? That lower level wife, take the crown off his head, slap him in his face, and he just there gazing, laughing, right? Now, if it was any man, or if it was another man do that, that man would have been put to death in the most gruesome way thinkable. But because it's a woman that he's so in love with, he pardoned it, right?
He allowed it to slide.
Can. Precept.
So,
Oh, yeah.
I just have a passage to read from Nature Knows No Color Line by J.A. Rogers. You know what to say here on page 28. He said Roman writers said the leaders of all wickedness is women. He said the Jews also had contemptuous sayings about women, such as small as an ant. Though your husband may be he, nevertheless confers on your rank and dignity. He said 10 measures of idle talk were given the world. 9 of these women took. He said from a woman was the beginning of sin, and because of her we all die.
All die.
You know, and that is a true saying. Now I read in First Ezra's.
Hey, nice
Many have sinned
scriptures,
and pair and err for
And
women.
air for women.
Many have died for women. Women is the, you know, one of the number one causes of men downfall. Are men to be put to death. These women.
A lot of men are in jail also for these women, you know. They set themselves up. I have to say set themselves up because, you know what I mean, you're not thinking at all.
Yeah. That's why the scripture saying in Sirach 9, turn away thine eyes from a beautiful woman. And look not upon another's beauty.
Precept here.
Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 6 verse 23. It say,
Proverbs chapter 6 verse 23.
Oh, so that again. Yeah, go ahead.
Proverbs 6 verse 23. It says, for the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life, to keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. For by means of a whorish woman a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for the precious life.
Well,
Right.
you know, this is putting into a wicked knowledge.
Can.
You know, but they also use the analogy of a woman, you know, showing you that, there's wicked women and they shouldn't follow, you know, the flattery of her tongue. Well,
I might say with the elect they won't defile with women,
can.
right? Because they were pure in the doctrine. They won't defile with other philosophies. But to show you the wickedness of women, the scriptures use them, right, to bring across this example.
This point, they bring this point in, yeah.
Because the same way the other philosophies does move is the same way these women does move in enticing. Right, I was watching a video with Islam, and basically the man was saying the reason he joined Islam is because of how good it felt to him. It felt like the truth. It felt good to his heart. Right? He didn't it had no proof that it's the truth. You understand? He didn't need no proof. It was just like, hey, it feel good.
I feel good.
So it had to be.
The same thing in Christianity, you know. Christianity is a feel good thing.
I have our next passage to read. When Nature Knows No Color Line on same page 28. He said throughout Christians, Europe generally, woman was considered an evil, an enemy of faith.
An enemy of faith.
A common saying was woman is the gateway to hell.
You know, we not banging on women or anything, you know what I mean? That's it's funny, you know what I mean, because we know who the wickedness of women when it comes to it, they're very persuasive, so to speak, with the craftiness.
And
They're
this why
crafty.
scripture say, "Girdle up your loins as a man." You know,
Mm-hmm.
you're not supposed to give the water no passage.
Can
You know,
supposed
and
to
a
be
lot of
strict
these
with them
can.
because
And
a
that
lot
is
of
it.
times, good, slack it, go ahead,
You
go
know,
ahead, bro.
a lot of these, you know, men, you know, there's like they give these women too much at liberty,
Can
and they end up pulling the shitty end of the stick in the end.
can
You know, by doing these things, because when you want them to change now, they reach so far because of the liberty you give them.
mm,
They don't feel you out. They know they could carry you.
mm.
They know you could take because they don't feel you out because of that liberty you get them.
Yeah, test you out to
Now
see.
it be so hard here now to try to break that out of them because of the liberty you get them,
Can
right? And you and you know that man might make it. She might find herself with another man, and it's going to be problems. She going to be a hell. She going to be a headache to the other man.
can
Who she going to push herself with? Because I will, you know, how you used to move with she, how you used to, treat she, and these things, you know. So a lot of, all men need to fear your basham your shy,
can
and you will learn the right way how to rule your household. You'll know the proper way how to rule over your household. But when you don't have the fear your basham your shy, you're gonna be a servant to these women,
can.
because the elect not gonna be deceived by these women.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna stand firm for your basham your shy, and hey, put a foot down. There's how it goes. Don't come wrong me with that shit. But
Can
these other men, these sims, gonna get caught. They going to get caught in that trap.
These men are the world.
And even when you watch the show, it's programming from birth. When you watch Disney, all the old time Disney shows, Snow White, Cinderella, right? They put the woman at a pedestal as the prize.
Yeah, Queen of Heaven, Spirit.
And the princes now, them running after the woman's beauty,
Can.
because she is the prize, right? Cinderella with the glass slipper. Snow White when she died, and the prince had to come and give she a kiss, and all these kind of things. Is to teach men that the woman on top, that scripture says children are the oppressors and women rule over them.
Mm-hmm.
Because the woman on top, and all what you ought to do is be a good husband, buy she everything she like, make sure she always happy. When she's sad, make sure you cheer she up, right? And make she the center of your life, right? And you just basically living for this woman's happiness. And a lot of men does do that. Most men does live their life to get women, right? A man might say he wanna acquire more wealth. He don't wanna acquire more wealth for his own sake. He wanna acquire wealth so he could get more women.
Mm-hmm.
He wanna go in the gym and put on size, put on muscles so he could attract more women, right? The goal is, no matter what he do, self-betterment is evolving around how many women he could get.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Anything? And with that, we will be most edifying.
Mm-hmm.
Our praises and glory to the Heavenly Father.
Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kakadash.
But honors to the apostles and the elders that do evil at Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the Akim out there pushing his gospel in sincerity and truth. So shalom to you, humble and sincere sisters as well. Brother Kalam,
Brother Daniela.
say shalom.
Shalom.